where I can get it, and how to package it is what I missed. So please, I don't know if you could explain how to package it and to preserve it. That's the aspects I want light on. Okay, thank you, Vivian. The message is from Vivian from Festac.
Okay, thank you, Vivian. When you talk about export of bitter cola, there are ways you preserve it. You know, on a local method, which is also very good. Number one, you need to get a basket, and there's what you call jute bag. Jute bag is what used in exporting things like cocoa. And if you don't understand that, maybe some of these big bags, they use the bags onion, okay, those big bags. So you get it, you cut it into two, and you place it at the bottom of your basket. But before then, you soak it into a water. You lay it at the bottom of the basket, okay? And you get another pipe, and you also put it on top of. You now put your what they call it, your bitter cola inside the basket. It might be small, it might be big. Then the same jute bag you use to underline the basket, you also use the same thing. You soak them into a water, and you also put it on top. You put the bitter cola, and you also put it, on top of it. Then you wet it. I'm on radio, please. That's the simple. So you put it on top of it, and every morning you sprinkle water. You sprinkle water on top of the basket of the soaked something. So with that, you can actually retain the moisture of your bitter cola at least to the tune within a month or even 2 months. It remain fresh. That is also a method. But like I used to tell a lot of people, export is not a talk show; it's a reality show. So what that implies that what I've just told you will be more enhanced when you practically see it. And that's why I said that for those who want to see some level of practicality on some of these things, you need to check me on my Facebook. Just go to Godwin Oyefeso on Facebook to get my contact, or you go to Export Television. Type Export Television on YouTube. You can get my contact so that we can have more time to talk, because we have a limited time on this platform. That is the way to actually preserve bitter cola before it is being exported. Next question.
Okay, another one here says, good morning to you, Mary and Godwin Oyefeso. I want to export the bitter cola that you talked about, but I want to know how much it will cost me exactly to export the product. I know that I have to do my export license and have to register my business. I know that I'm already working towards that. I want to know the cost of the business minus the license and all of that. I want to know how much I can start with. Okay, this is from Mr. Gideon. Gideon from Buffalo.
Okay, now, Mr. Gideon, what determines cost is volume, the quantity of what you're exporting. And the good thing about bitter cola export is that you don't need to, normally it's not containerized. What that means that you do it much in the terms of container, but you can do it something like in kilo or in grams. So that makes it smaller. So on an average, depending on what the buyer request, is what actually determines the volume. But on average, you can do about 100 kilo, you can do 200 kilo. So if you're doing that, at least, you should be having between 100 kilo, you should be having not less than 100 to 200,000. But much of this calculation can be revealed to you when you get contact with me. Like I said, just go to the Export Television, you get my contact. Next question.
Okay, another question here says, good morning to you, VOP and Mr. Godwin. Now, the bitter cola that you're talking about, is it a normal bitter cola that we see on the streets, or are there other types? Is there something I need to look out for if I'm buying the bitter cola? Okay.
Bitter cola you see on the streets. It is bitter cola you see on the main road. That is what you export. It's the bitter cola you see on the road. That's what we export. Next question.
Okay. Okay, now thank you for the program. I was at the last export seminar and I must tell you that I'm making progress. I came for the very first seminar, the very first one. If you remember, I heard about many things I can export, but it's taking me a while. I haven't exported anything yet, but I will be doing that soon. I've been able to package some of my products that I'll be exporting. I'll be exporting cashew nuts. Cashew nut is the first thing I chose. So I want to just say thank you for the program. It's reminding me every day why I should get into export. Okay, thank you, Gloria, for the message. Another one says, good morning to you, VOP, Voice of the People. I listen to you all the time. And for Mr. Godwin or EFSO, you talked about the bitter cola. I know that for the health benefit is very good, and I would like to export it abroad. So what I'd like you to do for me is to let me know where I can buy the bitter cola. I know if I ask people, they will tell me, but I want to know the actual place I can buy the good one for export. I'm already working on my exporting license and register my limited business. Okay.
Anyway, where to buy? You can buy in Ondo, in Ekiti, in Osho State. Those are states you can buy from. Next question.
Okay, good morning to you. I have 225,000 naira that I've kept in my account for a while. I would like to invest it in this export. I don't know if it will be enough for me to have my business registered and also have an export license and be able to export a little quantity abroad. I saved this money during my NYSC. So please, can I start with this or should I keep working?
Okay. I will. You can. It's possible, but that actually means that you need an expert to actually guide you so that you overshoot this budget. So, like I said, just get in contact with me. They will tell you how you can actually appropriate the funds so that at least you can get something good out of it.
Okay.
Next question.
Okay, now we'll take this one before we move to the main topic. Let's just take this one. So it says, good morning. I'm a single mother of 3 children, and I listen to your program just to encourage myself. I wouldn't say that I have a lot of money, but one day I would like to export. Please, which should I get first? Register my business first or the export license? I want to be getting the things that I need little by little so that when I'm ready, I can start, you mean. Okay, this one is from Lillian from Isolo.
Now, Lillian, the first thing you need to do is to get a company registered. Like a lot of people, if the foundation be destroyed, work and the righteous. So you need to put, that's a government requirement. You want to go into business, most especially into export, you need to get a company registered. So, and what I just want to encourage that enough. I'm happy because some people came to the seminar and they are making some move. And I'm actually very happy yesterday when a woman called Confidence walked into my office, to show appreciation that he's actually making progress. She actually told me, Confidence, I have a number with me right now. She said that now I came to this, that before I came for that particular seminar, all I do was that I tie, granules in a small line and I put it on a tray beside my house, and I don't make much, but I summon courage to get money, okay, and I come for the seminar. But after the seminar, with the encouragement and the advice, and that's why it's very, very important. No man is an island, okay? And he said, you give us a push and a motivation to do something, okay? And based on that, I was able to get, she told me that she was able to get, a nice pack. I told them where to get a nice pack, arrange it in a bottle, cork it, which is very good. And he said, I put on clothes and I walked down to, one of the malls, one of them which is called Spa. Very big, gigantic place. And he also said that, sir, based on your prayer on that day, immediately I stepped into that place. The head of the whole big store saw me and said, Madam, come. He looked at the product and said, this is a very good product. I was very happy. He said, I don't even go to that place because I don't even get money to enter that place. But the man spot me and said, "Madam, come." And he said, "It look as it's beautiful, that we can accept this product here, that you just need to do this and do this." Since then, I was very, very happy. And I told her, I said, "That's very good." So what are things he needs to do, I begin to give to her. So please, like I said earlier on, it's not only enough for you to, this is a woman who never called me. Somebody called her, "I don't pick call, call me this." He said, "Just what I had, I worked on it, and I was able to achieve results." Very, very glad. And I gave her, do this, do this, do this, do this, and he was very happy. So please, it's not only enough to come for the seminar. As you are coming, it's also good that you take action on what you learn. The secret of success is action. Okay?
Yeah.
And some people also will tell you that, yes, you also need provision. Now, you need money to make money. Like I tell a lot of people, if you don't want, if you need provision to get your vision going. If not, your vision will become television. So you don't need to be looking at it. I went for the seminar. No, those are talk shows. You need to activate. You don't want your vision to become a television. You need provision. And the provision you first need is when you get it, you move forward. And that's why it is necessary and needful you attend a training program and you get contact of somebody who can be offered to you. And I pray and believe in God that success will be the portion of all the listeners. Next.
Okay, now to the topic of the day, which is Kolanut. We want to talk about the economic and the health importance of Kolanut and how you can export Kolanut abroad. So let's talk about Kolanut. We need it even in Nigeria. If you sell Kolanut is a good business. Selling Kolanut in Nigeria, it's a good business. Now exporting it abroad, that is even double profit for you.
Okay. One of the things that one can actually export is Kolanut. The question is that what is Kolanut? Kolanut is a caffeine-rich nut found on a evergreen Kola tree. You see it over a lot of places. The funny thing about it is that you need a very large land to plant Kolanut. And it's actually good for a lot of reasons, which we'll be talking about. Number one is one of the health purpose. Kolanut, like I give an example, most of the energy drinks work because of Kolanut. If there's no infusion of Kolanut inside an energy drink, it cannot work. Now, what are some of the benefits? Number one, aids to digestion. It also cures hepatitis. It's an energy booster. Okay, that's it helps to boost energy level. It's an antibiotic. Benefits. It treats a lot of infections, such as infection as it cure skin diseases, prevent ulcer, prevent tooth decay. It also cure intestine disease. It also cure cough and asthma, constipation, and various eye problem. Kolanut is very good for this. Then also it cure low sex drive. I know some. There's a time I was in a seminar and I mentioned this. Mary, do you know that when I mentioned that, all of them said, "Sir, please hold on, don't continue, stop. Tell us more about that." And I laugh. Okay? So, it helps to cure low sex drive. Then another one is that it cures depression. If you are depressed, but there are places the way you apply it. Don't just say because I said now you go to Mala and say, "Okay, please give me one bag. I dey depressed." Oh yeah, make it become the shopper. No, it's not like that. There are applications. Now, those are various ways by which that now it actually can be used. Now, let me give you this statistic that you see this Kolanut is actually from North Africa. it does not originate from Nigeria. It's from Africa in the 17th century. So since then, it has been planted and it is doing very, very well. Hausa call it goro. In Hausa, and Yoruba people call it obi abata, obi, call it. But generally, a lot of people know it's as bitter kola, and I think Igbo people have their own perspective. Bitter kola also can be used as religious object and scarce offering during prayer. Now, like when you go in the eastern part of Nigeria, whenever you visit them and they want to do anything, kola must be available, because it is known that he that have kola have life. He that have kola have life. Igbo people don't joke. The eastern part of Nigeria, they don't joke. They know the importance, on a spiritual level. So it's very, very good, and one can actually do it for me. And for example, most of the kola that is produced in the south actually go to the north, go to the northern part. But let me tell you this, that Nigeria produces about 52.4% of the worldwide population. This will shock you. Okay? Nigeria is the highest producer of Kolanut in the world. And that's why we are telling people that, see, Nigeria is filled with a lot of money potentials, but people don't have the knowledge or the information of how to appropriate that particular information and knowledge. And that's why this program, it should be very, very uppermost in the heart of people. 52.4% of the worldwide population is from Nigeria, followed by Ivory Coast and Cameroon. Okay? There are a lot of abundance. It is always everywhere, and one has to make use of it. Now, the question you want to ask that, like, for example, Nigeria produces about 52.4 to 52.59%, followed by Ivory 19.6%, Cameroon is 16.94%, Ghana is producing the potential of Ghana in producing Kolanut is 8.2%, Sierra Leone is 2.82%, Benin Republic is about 0.2%, and that is so. If you look at that particular, the highest producer is basically is Nigeria, 52.59%. And please, and I'm telling you, this is what you can export. Because it is much in Nigeria and it's also requested. Now you know that Nigeria has a lot of it. Who are now the buyer of these particular commodities, which is called Kolanut? Number one is United States of America, the highest consumer of Kolanut and maybe using Kolanut for various things is America. Do you know how much they import from? They import 69.81%, followed by France, which is 14% for 0.81, followed by Spain. Okay, by their import potential is about 4.12%, followed by Mexico 1.43%, India, okay, 1.43%, Germany, okay. Somebody called me the other time and said that I'm based in Germany, this and that, and I said there are quite a lot of opportunities in Germany. There are a lot of things you can export to Germany and you make good money. Now, you can take Kolanut to the import potential of Germany as a country is 1.42%. Netherlands is about 1.07%, followed by China 0.69%, followed by Belgium 0.6%. So, but you discover that Kolanut produced in Nigeria have a very good quality and it's abundant. Okay, but you see, the good thing is that once you plant the tree, it will begin to bring a lot of this kola that we talked about. Now that we know the country, now we know the next thing is to look at where we actually can source this commodity, because you cannot, if you don't know where to source a commodity, how do you export it? So there are various places in Nigeria where you can source this commodity in abundance and you make good money. They include okay, now before then, let me just talk about the industrial use. before I tell you where you can actually get this in abundance, let me give you the industrial. Now, it is used to put it is used in the production of what many people is known as energy drinks in Nigeria. If you note now, you see a lot of company producing energy drink. Do you know that almost half percent of what makes energy drink is uh, is actually Kolanut? It's also used in the production of cosmetics like beauty soap, okay, beauty soaps and cream. Economic industrial use, and in some European countries, the extract from Kolanut is used in the production of chewing gum. All this chewing gum that you see on the road, in some European countries, they are used for that. So when you say, you want to ask yourself, did people abroad eat Kolanut? No, they use it as instrument of building up their production base for one product or the other. Now let's go and see people where you can actually export. Where's the source in Nigeria? Now, in Kano, cultivated, but because of your favorable soil. But it says has the highest Kolanut market in Marimari. There's a place that is called Marimari in Kano. Okay, you see a lot of Kolanut in that particular place, though they don't plant it, or basically, yes. Now, there are some places like now there's a place in called Oju River, and another place called Eziagu, Ogwa, and Odi. All those places you can actually get. That is Enugu local market. Now let's look at Anambra. Inewi local market, okay. Ozubulu, Ichi local market, Idemili market, Inobi market, Nwafo, Olugba, Igboukwu market. All these places I mentioned in Anambra, you actually can get a lot of Kolanut. Now, in Imo, there's also some local market in Imo and Anambra. Apa local market and its environment. Now, in Osun State, now you can actually get it in a place called Owena Market. There's also a place called Ikwetu Ijesha Market. That market is known for 80% to 90% is basically Kolanut, and that market, okay, is every Thursday. Now, Owode Market, Owode there, okay, Ikiro Market, then Garage Olodi and Sabo Market are all notable markets where you can buy Kolanut in Osun State. Okay, there's a place that is called Oju Market. It's popular, known for its various agricultural. Some you see a lot of. Then in Ondo State you have Ogo Market. Okay, those are places where you can. So I've given you the place in the north. I've given you the place also in the western side. So for you to know where you can access. But in all, in Osun State, in Ondo State, in Abia State, in Anambra, in Enugu, in Oyo, in Ebonyi, in Enugu, Ogun State, then also some parts of Kano and Niger. Those are places where you can source this commodity for export. Like somebody asked me also, now your investment, if you are to export, you want to export this particular commodity, how do you spend? Like I said, everything depends on the value, depending on the value on the volume of what the buyer requested. That is what determines, that's what determines, that's what determines the money you are going to spend, that you're going to spend on exporting these particular commodities. Now, but because Nigeria is not serious, United States have decided to go to places like Ivory Coast. US major supplier are Ivory Coast, while Nigeria has about 2.68% of the export of Ecuador. Look, Ivory Coast is able to do about 53.33% of the global export in 2020. And that's reason this information is more vital, it's more important. So if you listen to me, maybe on a YouTube, you are listening to me on a podcast, please, if there's anything you need to do, you just need to get adequate information that will drive you to get, like I said earlier on, this is also it's a practical thing. It's not a theoretical thing. Thank God we're talking it, but it's beyond talk. It means activation. Like I said earlier on, for those of you who want to get this job off your ground and get it done, you need to go to my YouTube channel, Export Television. Export Television. Here you will get my contact me directly. Some people are on Facebook. They are sending me friend requests. I'm not saying you should send me friend requests, and most of them is married. Okay, so I don't need friend requests. Get the information of my contact. Call me and explain how these things so that you can move forward and make impact. Now, like I said earlier on, like other things there's some information I would have given you, but I don't want to give that kind of information because at least like we are selling. Like for the energy drink producer, there are major of them. I have a list of them who are using the product. If I mention it, you will just be shocked. Some soft drink that they are putting, Kolanut inside. If I mention it, you will be shocked. I won't mention it because that's the amount of selling, trying to help them to sell their product. But they add it to it, and you will never know. Now, there's also some beverages and tea producer. Okay, I have the list here that without putting Kolanut inside that particular thing, that thing may not really work. Now, Kolanut seedling gesticate between 3 to 5 years. There's a new seedling. Normally, when you plant a tree, okay, it takes between to be continue to fruit continuously. It takes about almost 9 to 10 years. But there's a new breed that can grow between 3 to 5 years. So basically, you also can go into that. You can plant the tree, okay, and I think this is also a worthy cause. Now, packaging, okay, like I said, the nut can be removed from the pod, then clean it. Wrap it in a paper at a weight of about 1 kilo. The other information are basically practical. I'll be giving them those things. So, but like I said, it is actually very easy to get done. Now, the exporting requirement. If you want to sell, you are going to sell on a large scale to the foreign market. There are some basic things you need to know. Number one, you must get a company register. Number two, you must get an export license. And I keep on repeating because I discovered that some people, because the people who are doing this common registration for you, they don't have the knowledge of they don't have an in-depth knowledge of what you are using it for. So they don't actually put some things there. So that's why we said that, okay, if you want to get a company register, please get in contact with me. It takes only 10 days for your company registration to come out. Now, very important. Okay, very, very comprehensive. And so that over the years now, when some people said, please, I've registered a company, they bring it. Now, when you want to get export license, they will reject it because the things that are supposed to be there is not there. Because the person who is doing it for you is just doing company registration. It's not a consultant. There's a difference between being somebody who's a consultant of about 20, 25 years comparing to just one young guy who is just about 2 or 3 years, just trying to let me register a company for you, give me money. So it's so very important. Give things to people who have the knowledge so that it will be of benefit to you. So you need to have a company register that says within 10 days, you give that to us, we'll get it done for you within 10 days. Then the next thing is the export license. Now, export license between 3 days to 5 days. And once you get this, you're on your way to doing export. Then the third one that you must have is what they call phytosanitary certificate. Phytosanitary certificate. You need phytosanitary certificate. Then for those who called me, I'll be giving them much information about that. Those are the 3 documents you actually need to do to export. I don't know whether I can stop so that they can ask questions.
I think we should take a break on the lecture because it's so it won't be like information overload. Let's make sure that you're
Yes.
following and you're getting all the information that you need. So it's time for us to hear from you. I want to know if you're following, if you have questions concerning this cola nut export. So how to export cola nut abroad is what we. Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear
Yes.
you.
Yes. So after their questions, they will be able to look at the specification requirements. They'll be looking at the documentation requirements. They'll be also be looking, if time permits us, be able to look into document, then mode of payment. How do I get my money if I send the goods? So payment, specification, and the documentation requirements. So let's see if time is available. We could still talk about that because
Okay.
we're doing the
We will take just one question so that because we have a lot to cover. Just one call. Hello. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Okay. Sorry, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm trying to pick the call,
Okay,
but
so I think yes, so that they can call directly. Because most of them have accused me that I don't allow you to give them the number so that they can talk to me directly.
okay.
And I say that is my boss, and I have to listen to my boss.
So the number is 08022493182. 08022493182. That's the number. You could call in and ask your question. So we'll take just one and then we'll go back to the conversation. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning to you.
Hello. Yeah, this is coming from the call.
Okay,
I want to ask
okay.
Mr. The society certificate, where are we getting that from?
The license certificate or what?
No, the sanitary.
Okay, sanitary certificate.
Yes, where are we getting that from?
Okay. You'll get answers to your question. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Godwin, the caller is asking for the sanitary certificate. Where would he get that from? Hello, are you there?
Hello.
Yeah, I said the caller was asking for the sanitary certificate.
Sanitary certificate. They can call me for that details. The person can call me for that details. It's quite lengthy.
Okay. You
There are some websites you can register on. Some sites where you can register on to be accredited to get the certification.
Okay.
And it's actually free.
Okay, good. So send me a WhatsApp message so that I could connect you with him. The number is 08022493182. That's the number, 08022493182. So that's the number. Just send me a WhatsApp message so that you could talk with Mr. Godwin. Now let's move on. Let's move on because we have about 12 minutes to round up the conversation.
Or maybe they can send their question on WhatsApp.
Okay.
Send their question if the contact is not coming in, because I think it's very important. After a lecture of about 30 minutes, it's good for people so we know whether they really understand or where they have a easily solve that problem.
Okay. So the questions are coming in on WhatsApp. If you start answering now, we might not end the conversation.
No, let's go. Let's see how it can be short. At least they will be satisfied that they had a program
because
and their questions are
most of the ones I'm seeing here are taking us back. For example, this one says, "Good morning to you, Mary. My name is Mr. Maxwell. I want to know where I can get the Kolanut quality one that I can export." I know you've already talked on that, so that's. Do you want to go ahead to answer?
Let me answer. Maybe he just put on his radio.
Okay.
Now, like I said, actually get these products in various places. Like in Imo, in Anambra. You can also get it in Ekiti, in Ondo, or your. So it's mostly in the west and the southern parts of Nigeria. So it's always abundant in those places. So it's not difficult to get those products. But if you feel you are in the north, the best place you need to go is to go to Mariri Market. That is in Kano. A whole lot shipped a lot of those commodities to those places. So it's also very easier for one to get. So
Okay. Next question here says, good morning, Mary and Mr. Godwin Oyefe. So here is my question. Please, I want to know if there are different types of cola nuts, because I know growing up they usually differentiate them, that some have 3 lines, some have 2 lines. I want to know if any cola nut can be exported, or there is a type that can be exported. Are you there? Okay, I think we've lost the call. We lost the connection, but I'll connect with him again. We have some of the questions answered. You're listening to Voice of the People 90.3 FM. The program is Business Around Town, is Word Creation Tuesday. That's why you're having all of these lectures. I have Mr. Godwin on the line with me. We're talking about how you can export cola nuts outside of the country. So the questions that I don't know if you got the question, Mr. Godwin.
Yeah, you can repeat the question.
Okay, person wants to know if you can export any type of cola nuts, because said there are different types. There are the ones that have 2 lines,
Yes,
4 lines,
yes,
and
yes. The two are exportable. There's Ganja, there's Goro, but two are the two are exportable. Next question.
Okay. Good morning to you. Thank you, Mr. Godwin, for always coming through and helping us. Please, how do I package this cola nut? I know that even in Nigeria, it's a good business. How do I package it for export? Do I need to do any fancy packaging and nutritional facts, analysis, NAFDAC number? I'd like to get all of that information. My name is Aderi Bigbe from Songwater.
You don't need Yes, you don't need NAFDAC number to export bitter cola, because it's a raw product. Okay, so you don't need it. But when it comes to the issue, but if the only reason why you may need NAFDAC is that if you now grind the bitter cola, you grind it into powder. Now you've done what they call value added. That's when. But if it's just based on that particular raw, now you can do that. Now, why you package it? It can be packaged in a small basket, okay, with about 25 kilo, then well arranged. Now, do you need a fancy package? That also depends on your buyer, okay. If your buyer requested for a good carton, okay, where your name, your address, your email, your phone number will be, I don't think it's bad. But I think at the beginning, you may not really need that. Next question.
Okay. Good morning. Thank you. Today, I was just driving and I heard you talking about the cola nut. I've always known that it will give us value. Please, I want to know how much the cola nut costs abroad, so that I know what I'm getting into. How much can I get one cola nut abroad?
Yes. A kilo of cola nut in the international market now is $19 per kilo. Now, if you want to buy that kilo in Nigeria, you should have, between 2,000 to 2,500. So, but if you do that particular simple calculation, you see that you'll be making money, because your quick calculation will give you that $19 and 750. Mary, can you do the calculation for us?
Okay, just hold on. If we're using which exchange rate? 700 and what? 750.
The 750, because when the dollar is sent to you, go and change it, and you don't change it at the official market. You change it with the foreign exchange. So let's use 750.
750, then you will get 14,250.
14,250.
250, yeah. If the exchange rate is 750, so if you're selling it for $19 for a kilo, right? Yes. And a kilo you might get it here for 2,500.
2,500. Now the cost of packaging for 1 kilo we are working on, that should be giving you about 750 naira.
Okay. For packaging it or for exporting?
For packaging it, for somebody who is going to help you to package it. Okay. Now, the price, 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 the because because it's just a 1 kilo is by air. So the cost of freight per kilo is 4,250. Now, if you add that up, that should give you zero. Is zero. This is 7. Okay, that will be giving you 7,000. If you remove 7,000 from 14,000, okay, for 7,250, you'll be getting nothing less than your profits on 1 kilo. 1 kilo, which is very, very small, will be 7,000 naira. Now,
That is perfect.
if you are given, yes, that's 100% return on investment on 1 kilo. Now, if you are given 100, you are given 100 kilo to export, so your profits should be about 70,000 on just 100 kilo. And that process should not last you more than 1 week or 1.5 weeks.
Okay. Now another question here
So,
says, huh?
yeah,
Let's move.
go,
Let's move
go
on
ahead.
to another question. You see, time is of the essence. If someone exports his or her goods, like how long will the person get paid back? Okay, that's the question. I mean, how
Yes.
many days or months or month? That's what the person means. Good morning.
Now, the payment, how to receive your payment depends on the mode of payment you use. Okay, there are various types of payment. There's cash against document, there's letter of credit, there's there's TT. There are various types of payment that is being used. But equally, within a week or two, you should be able to get your money back. Next question.
Okay, a week or two, you get your money back. Okay,
You get your money.
we should be rounding off because we have about 4 minutes to go. Let's round off. Or should we continue with the questions
Okay.
till the end?
Let's take one or two questions more, then we can round up.
Okay. Good morning to you, Mary and Godwin Oyefeso. I listened to the program just now, and I'm very much interested in the Kolanut. Please, I live in the north, but I'm in Lagos right now. I want to start almost immediately. I want to know how long it will take me to get my export license, all the things I need to start exporting, and most importantly, how to get these buyers, because they are very important. How to get the people that will buy these products. I'm not into
Okay, good.
computers. I'm not into computers. Okay, this is
Well,
it
you
just
must be
said
mad.
malam, just said malam.
Okay, okay, I will call this man Malam Chew.
He said he's not into computers, so he wants to know how he will get the
Okay,
buyers.
thank you, Malam. It's a pleasure. And in fact, the last seminar we had, I think we have 2 Malam who came, and they're very, very enthusiastic. I'm very happy when I see people who they are not looking at the level of the education, they are looking at information, because, like I say, information is a gateway to man's advancement. Okay, it's a vehicle that takes you to your destination. So you need information. You can be a graduate, you can be a this and that. If you don't have information related to what goes on around your surrounding, you may just be boxed to one corner. Now, you don't know anything. I don't expect you to know anything. Now, for those who need buyers, now listen and listen well. There are ways of getting buyers. Okay, and one of the things we have decided to be doing is to teach you how to get buyers, and we have the buyers that are available. So for those who need buyers, please contact me and get my contact on YouTube. Export Television. Just type it, Export Television. Reach out to me, tell you how to get buyer for Kolanut. Okay, you don't need to know any, but you need contact, the name, the address, the email, the website. Then it's also link you up with them. I think that's also a good one. For just go on Export Television, type Export Television. You'll see my contact there. You go just type Godwin Oyefeso on Facebook. Once you do, don't send me friend requests. Just get the contact there and call me. Then I'll tell you what to do. And good enough, we'll be able to give you all the information that is needful. So the Malam should be rest assured that there's a market, you all the place where you can get. But when you reach out to me, I think we can explain that because of our limited time. Next question.
Okay, our time is already up, so let's round off the conversation. What is your takeaway?
Now, my takeaway is that this is a business that one can go into, and like I said earlier on, there are a lot of benefits. There's a lot of money to make from this sector, and I think Nigeria needs to wake up and get things done in this perspective. But like I said, don't waste your day. Stop wishing. Stay disciplined. You can't wish your desire into reality. Don't wish your desire. If you don't make a step, you will not make a mark. You must sit down and walk out. And one of the things you can do, is to reach out, to the number, to the social media, so we can get things going. Do things of your life. It's almost 6 months now. Okay, 6 months. First 6 months is going. Okay, by the end of June, it'll be 6 months. What have you achieved? Do an appraisal of your life. Okay, past month. Find what is working and enhance it. Okay, also what is not working and change your strategy. This is the only way to move forward and make impact. Okay, the first they are selling fuel now for 500 naira. I'm telling you, Mary, some people are decided to be walking, while some people they are suggesting that you go and buy a bicycle. Can 70-year-old man drive bicycle? Mary, okay,
All right,
but
basically.
no, they cannot, because the
Thank
energy is
you.
not really there.
Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
so
Yeah.
let's do something, that it is not over until when you make it. So
Yeah.
hopefully next week we're expecting you.
Thank you, Mr. Godwin Oyefeso. And it's always a pleasure
It's
speaking with
always a
you. Yeah. Do enjoy the rest of the day. You've been listening to Business Around Town on radio, the Tuesday edition of the program. On Tuesday, we talk wealth creation. Today, we looked at export. Next week, we'll have another conversation on another topic. It might be export, it might not be, but sure will be about wealth creation. My name is Mary Onaife Edebi. Coming up next right now at 10:30 on the dot is Area Matter. Keep it here. We are the voice of the people.